This is the mug. And the hilarious thing is that it came from Charlotte, North Carolina, which I have a relative that lives out there. So it's kind of neat that way that the mug came from where my relative lives. So without further ado, I will start tearing into it because I cannot wait any longer. I'm too excited. As long as I don't cut my face. Okay, there's that. Oh, this is it. Oh, it's so cute. Aww, this is adorable. Come on, get out of there. It doesn't want to come out. It's so cute. Come on, get out of there. Oh, I'm going to need this again. Gotta be very careful so I don't hurt it. Oh, come on. Hopefully that's enough. Got it out. Oh, this is freaking awesome, guys. Is that awesome or what, dude? This is freaking gorgeous. This is just drop dead gorgeous. I love it. Look at all that beautiful detail. It's just freaking amazing. I love it. It's just beautiful. Oh, you got some stuff in there. I want to get that out. Okay. Now, yep, got it on my keyboard. Good thing it's sugar-free. Oh, it's on my screen too. Oh, whatever. Worth it. There we go. Cheers, guys. There we go. First time using it too for you guys. Awesome sauce. Well, that's the mug. And for those of you who saw it yesterday, I did make a sword, and I figured I'll show it during the stream here too. I'll show it later as well during stream. So here is the sword I made yesterday. Only, if you look close, you'll notice there's something new. I took the top part of a railroad spike, flattened it out more, and then I engraved a skull on it. I added that to the sword. It did take away some of the sharp spots, but it's in a spot that's not really that important to have a blade anyway. Then I had to do a little bit more grinding here to get the heat coloring off. And then I also made the sides a little bit more steep, so it's a little bit thinner, and I sharpened up the tip. So he's new and improved. And it's a lot lighter and a lot thinner too, and it goes into my target pretty good. I'll make a video today or tomorrow probably of me swinging it into my target. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If anyone wants to ask something in the live chat, I think I'm going to bring up YouTube on my iPod just to be sure. Oh, we got a new person in 1 second. I'm going to check something here quick, and then I am going to show the mug again. Oh man, we got 5 people. Dude, that's a record. Ah, moving on to 4. It's still a record though. Let's see. I'm gonna turn this down. Yeah, I can't see you guys. On my screen, I can't see you. I somehow screwed up the chat thing. So I can see you on here though. So let's see. Lydia says hello. Hey Lydia. I got my mug a couple days ago. Awesome. Pretty. Yes, Mountain Dew, Lydia. It's actually the newer one. I love this the best. Too bad Mountain Dew doesn't sponsor me, right? Let's see. Arctic Nine-tailed Fox. Now that's a dagger. Holy hell. No, that is a Viking short sword. I get the joke though. Did I miss anything? Not really. I just opened up the box and everything and whipped out the mug. But just in case you did not see the mug, I will show it again. Because oh goody, we're up to 5 people again. That's a record. I am so excited, guys. Since we set a record, I will stay on a little bit longer, and I will watch on the iPod, and I will do an impromptu Ask the Precious live ask. And here is the mug for all you who did not see it earlier. Look at how gorgeous it is. I love it. It's like, I'm not even sure how much I'm going to even use it because I don't want to risk breaking it. No, I don't want to risk possibly over time the beautiful artwork going away. I may just make a shelf of mugs in my room and put this there, after I wash it one time. So yeah, I love it. It's freaking gorgeous. It's just freaking beautiful. So here we go again. Cheers, guys. Oh. I forgot to breathe. Oh man. Yeah, it's just a freaking drop dead gorgeous mug. I love it. It's beautiful. Okay. Oh, we just dropped down to 4 again. Excuse me real quick while I wipe down my screen. You can't see me. I'm a smartass. Okay, so I will watch here, and we can start the random questions. So ask away, guys. Burp, excuse me, choking on a burp. Kind of funny watching yourself on here. There's a couple seconds delay, so I'm watching myself talking to myself on my stream. If that makes any sense. Do you want me to answer that in my normal voice or as Smeagol? Oh, no problem. No problem, Aki. No problem at all. No problem. Have fun, and I'll see you probably later at the other stream. Yeah, take care. Thanks for stopping by. It was fun. Okie dokie. So now I'll just answer it like this. Save my voice for later. Okay, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see the new Among Us stuff that comes out. No, I know it's supposed to be like an airship thing, so I am pretty excited about that. It'll be neat to goof around with that again. I'm not sure when the next time we're gonna play Among Us with the crew is again, but I'm definitely excited for it. It'll be very interesting. Hey, first time I've seen Rebecca on here. Uh, Arctic says, I'm working on a revolutionary saber made from rebar support rod. It is horrendous looking. I'm an amateur. Well, that's how you learn. If you just learn from your mistakes and you start off. I mean, hell, when I was an amateur, my stuff looked like crap. Honestly, if I can grab this. This guy here is actually one of my first ever ones I built. And I mean, you can tell. Look at the welding job I did there. Not the best, and the gap I have here. I mean, granted, yeah, it's one of my better ones, but yeah, I mean, you get better as you go. And the other thing I had showed that sacrificial dagger deal. No, the before and afters. That was one of the first plays I ever did. That's probably I'd say probably my third, fourth, or fifth I did, and it was really crappy and all. And when I was trying to engrave "My honor is my loyalty to my country" in German on it, it was just really bad. It was really bad. And also, I ground all that off and I made it as nice and streamlined as it is now. And yeah, this guy is definitely one of my better ones I've ever made. No, it's actually I was really worried about the heat treatment on this guy because I had to makeshift a little angle iron oven for it so I could put it in and out like this through through my forge to try to get this stuff as evenly heated up as I could. Because if you have this part extremely hot, and this area here a little bit cooler than that, it'll really mess up your heat treat. You really want everything to be the exact same heat or as close to it as possible. I was going to say humanly possible, but that doesn't make sense because it's a piece of steel. But yeah, you want the entire blade and tang to be as even heat as possible when you heat treat something. So I was kind of worried about it because I didn't have a whole lot of coal left. So I got worried about that. No, if it would warp it or not. And it does look a little warped just because one side, this side here, is more flat. I think I got the right side. Yeah. One side is more flat and the other side is a little bit more rounded. So it gives the look of being warped. And it might be just a tad bit, but it's not to the point where it will render it useless. I mean, I've slammed it into my target outside a couple times. It goes in deep. I mean, say my hand is the target, it goes in probably about that deep. No, it goes a good, I'd say 3 or 4 inches deep into it, and then stabbing it, it goes into about there. I mean, the tip would go in pretty good, and the tip didn't get dented at all either, luckily. That's my main concern always when I'm making a knife or a sword like this, is the tip here. This is usually one of your weakest spots, especially if you're stabbing it into things or sword fighting. This is usually one of your weaker spots. And then a big weak spot is going to be right here, with where it's going to be, if it's the thinnest here in your handguards. And then a lot, now if you have to weld a tang to the blade, if something would go wrong and you'd have to cut off and weld some more, a weld joint would be on another weak spot, like right here would be a weak spot with this guy with the skull on it. But luckily I'm sure I did a good enough there where that won't pop off. And then right here, now the pommel and this four-sided pipe and now is actually welded right here. So this would be a weak spot as well if you didn't weld it good enough. So you gotta be really attentive to detail and consider all the possible problems that could pop up while you're making something. And again, you learn this over time. And honestly, if you haven't heard of the show yet, I'm pretty sure you probably have. Forge and Fire has taught me a lot. And I mean, I didn't even know about the angle iron thing until someone did it in an episode. I will check more of these guys. Okay, so, Rebecca says, "Who has Discord and what is your Discord name so I can add you?" I do not usually say where I live. That's just a safety thing. Phone number, yeah, I don't give that away either for safety. I'm sorry. Yeah, Lydia, that's right. Not really, not the coolest thing to ask, really. No offense, no, I'm just not that the kind of guy who would give that out freely on the internet at all. And I normally don't really talk about where I live or give. I never actually give out my phone number unless it's someone I know in real life in person that I've met. I mean, every now and then I may say the state where I live in group chats, but I never do it over YouTube or anything like that. I will not ever do that out of safety concerns. No, it's okay, Rebecca. Everybody learns from mistakes or other experiences, so you're fine. Says Arctic says, I plan on learning traditional medieval style with the stone forge, like how they do in Skyrim. Uh, that's one way of going at it. I usually use the coal forges. I do want to get a gas forge eventually, hopefully at some point. It's just that with the history of fire I've had now with the barn burning down, I kind of don't want to risk burning down another building, on our thing. Even though I didn't obviously start the barn on fire, I just don't want to risk another barn fire because yeah, having one building burn down, having to save your dad's life, is something I really don't want to have to go through again. But yeah, I have a hand crank coal forge, which actually was a relative of mine's. We were on me and my parents and a couple others, if I remember right, were on vacation together, and then there was I think I got that right. Then there was an auction at a family member's place, and there was a cool forge I wanted to go for, and I said how high I was willing to go for it, and then they got it for me. I asked them multiple times, how much did you pay for the thing? And well, they wouldn't let me. They apparently bought it uh, for me for my birthday that year. So that was actually pretty flipping cool of them to do that. And I use that pretty good. And oh my God, that is the most intense stuff to do to do it with hand cranking. And it really sucks too because you're cranking, you're heating up your metal. Oh, it's ready to hammer. Crap, my fire's out. And then you gotta start all over again. That sucks. So a little while back, like a year or two ago, no, 2 or 3 years ago, no, we went to a neighbor's place. He was selling stuff. He had moved there, and so they had a lot of stuff from the people who used to live there. Well, me, my mom, and dad went over to goof around and look around for stuff because we love to do rummage sales. Well, there was a couple of floorboards, not floorboards. Well, I guess you could call them that because they're the boards toward the ground. Anyway, so a couple of boards were missing, so I was like, well, there's probably nothing behind this shed, but just in case. And also, I start going underneath, and my dad's like, "What are you doing?" And I saw the fan area of the forge. I'm like, there's a forge back here. And I can hear my dad be like, oh, crap. Because he knew he was probably going to be carrying it. And it's a big desk, pretty much desk forge, like the size of a big table. It has a big area where you can put your coal and everything. It has a built-in oil trough. I paid the guy $20 for it. And I guarantee you it's worth at least that, no, well over that in steel price, more than likely. I mean, it was a heavy beast. And ended up, my dad and the neighbor ended up loading it onto the trailer. I had nothing to do with loading it. But I love that. We took the original fan off because it was seized up. and we just couldn't get that to work right. So then we took, like, think it was it's a microwave fan or something like that, a smaller fan. So I plug it in, and then it'll do its thing, and that actually works really well for making my blades and such. I have videos on the channel of me forging in it, so you can actually get a good idea of what it looks like. But yeah, that's how I made that sword the other day. Let's see. Why don't you put covers on the handles of your projects? What do you mean by covers? Do you mean like a leather wrap or something? I mean, it depends on what it is. I mean, with this here, that's all I really felt like I needed. And I mean, as long as I can get a good handle on it, I'm happy with that. I did think about wrapping leather at one point, but what I was gonna do is I was gonna do a wire wrapping, but then the wire wasn't wrapping right, and it was just really crappy. So then I did this, but I do have handles where I have some nice material uh, like the elk antler here. This is an elk antler, and that's really all you really need. I mean, as long as it's functional, you should be fine. But yeah, I do have. If I can find it again, I'll have to show it. I have a pirate cutlass slash saber I made. It's like kind of like a hybrid of the two, and I made the whole thing ready. No, I got the handguard and everything all on there. The D guard, everything's all set. And I'm like, crap, I forgot to put stuff where I have to hold it. So I ended up taking some leather that I had, just some scrap leather, and then I fitted it to it, and then I sewed it actually over the tang, and that was an impromptu one, and it works, and also it's functional. It's just I wasn't thinking that day. Hmm. Gotta show off the mug again. Empty out the Mountain Dew. That'd be hilarious if Mountain Dew would see this and decide to sponsor me. That'd be awesome. Yeah, hand grips, etc. I think the hybrid is called a scabbard. Oh, are you talking about like what you put it in? Yeah, that'd be like scabbard or sheath. Yeah. So that's what you're. Oh, that's probably okay. That's what you're talking about. I think. Yeah, yeah. Like you mean the thing that you put in and you have it on your belt. Yeah, yeah. Scabbard. Yeah. Yep. Should be SCAB. I think BARD or SCABARD. I think something like that. So yep. Yeah. Scabbard. Yeah. Uh, I would. It's just that I don't actually have the proper material right now. I mean, ages ago when I was just goofing off when I was younger, I would make like a really crappy sword looking piece of metal, and then I would take a pipe and I would bend it into an ovular shape, and I would just stick the stuff in there. Really crappy. I mean, obviously at that time I wasn't taking it serious. I mean, I was like, what, early teens probably at that time, or younger, probably younger. So just goofing off. No, but I want to get leather, like some really good strong leather. I know there's some Amish people nearby. I think maybe just an hour or so away where they do a lot of leather work. So I might be able to get in contact with them and get some nice leather and do a medieval style leather ones, and then maybe get some like thin pieces of like oak wood. And also I can have like oak wood, and then the area where I can put the blade in, something like that, and maybe do some like metal tip working to keep it together and do some good sewing. But again, that'll be more skills I gotta learn. But yeah, I mean, for this guy here, this would probably take a lot of leather to make an actual good scabbard, and I would definitely want thick enough leather so that the sides, I guarantee you, the sides would more than likely cut into it a little bit. So I'd want thick enough leather too to prevent the sides from cutting through. And I definitely want a tip here. Like what I would probably do is I could probably get like old tobacco spears, and then take cut off the tobacco spear arrowhead piece and make that into something different, like a necklace, and then take the part that you'd put the stick or the flat tobacco lath in, and have that be the cover tip, for over the leather or inside the leather, for where the tip would be. So more than likely over the leather, so that the metal wouldn't be metal on metal and hurt it. Oh, let's see. Okie dokie, Lydia. See you later. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be doing this stream because it's an impromptu one, but yeah, I'll see you later and definitely see you guys later at stream. Let's see. Project ideas I think you might be interested in doing for a video step by step on how to make a broadsword. I haven't actually made I guess like a full-size broadsword. I mean, I guess you could call this like a mini broadsword, really. I mean, this is more like Lord of the Rings Sting size, I guess. This is more of, like I said before, a Viking short sword. But I think if I did a broadsword, I mean, that's gonna be from here at least probably about like that, at least that. And the way my forge is set up, I wouldn't be able to do that. But maybe eventually. But a how-to type thing. The last time I tried filming for something like that with my camera, I almost destroyed my camera because of the heat waves coming off of the forge, and how I have to position my camera to capture me. And then of course when gusts of wind come, it likes to twirl up the sparks, and some of the sparks are heading toward my camera. So I a lot of times don't film like that anymore. Any more questions before I decide to end the stream for this time? Wait a little bit longer just in case, and then if I don't get any last minute questions, then I will end the stream for this time. Is my picture crooked? Nope. In the video, it looks like my picture's a little bit crooked. Then I look at it, and it doesn't look crooked. I will wait until 32 minutes, and then at 32 minutes, I will end the stream. Oh, geez. Worst experience forging. Oh, God. I don't want to relive this. My worst experience forging. This really sucks. Thanks for making me relive this. Um, so it was the first couple times using the new forge, the electronic one, and I wasn't really used to having constant heat like that because of having to crank my other one. And I was almost done making a blade. I ended up leaving the material in too long. I pulled the blade out to check it for working on the tip a little bit more. I ended up melting the steel at the end, probably a good, from here to here. I melted that much of a blade off. And I was just so mad. I threw it across the yard. I was so mad. I just chucked it across the yard. I was so mad. Yeah. Hey, Fierce. Since you just got here, I'll keep the stream going a little bit. I'd feel bad about ending the stream right when you get here. That'd be not fun. And since you just made it, I will show the mug again. There you go. That's the mug. That mug looks a lot better than my mug. Oh, haha, I made a joke. Yeah, this mug is just the most freaking adorable mug I've ever seen. Definitely worth being Crimson Tier for. It is so beautiful. I love it. Yeah, I know, right? Fierce. That's what I thought too. Like I had it inside the thing, and I open up the box and I see him. Because like I didn't know exactly what mug it was gonna be. Honestly, my first impressions when I got the box, I figured it would be a mug with the Fanworks logo on it. That's literally what I thought it was gonna be. And then seeing that, my heart just exploded. I went like on the inside, I went insanely bonkers. Like on the outside, I don't look like I'm exploding over it, but on the inside, I just exploded with emotionalism. I went ballistic. Like my heart just melted when I saw it. I just freaking love that mug. And like I said earlier, I'm probably not going to use it a whole lot because I don't want to risk breaking it possibly. Like have something hot in it and all of a sudden drop it and it shatters. That would just be the worst ever. Or over time if the picture would fade away from use. I don't want to risk that. So I may just make a shelf in my room just for my favorite mugs and everything. I may just put it on the shelf there and may just use it every now and then during a stream maybe. Arctic says, now that you have your Viking short sword, you're ready to go raiding. Actually, yes, I am, Arctic, because one second. Almost there. There you go. I told you I'm ready to go raiding. So this shield I made in my last week of high school, right in my senior year. It took me a whole week to make this. The crest is actually the crest of Humfeld, Germany. I don't remember if we're actually from that area or not. At first, I thought it was my family crest, but it wasn't, I guess. Then the size I made look like a poker chip, and then that's how my hand gets on it. Hand, arm, blah, blah, blah. And then the helmet used to be an Austrian army helmet, and then I just cut these out. And then the last Halloween, if I remember, it was either last Halloween or 1 second. Excuse me. Like a Halloween or two ago, I got to wear my body armor and this to work for Halloween, and I had runes on my cheeks and everything. People got a kick out of it, and somehow I still lost the costume contest at work, which really sucked. But I'm gonna take this off because this gets heavy after a while. And then I have to put a fur hat inside for it to fit right. And now I got helmet hair. And you guys wonder why I keep wearing hats. Let's see. Nothing new. Okay. Yeah, it's just so funny. When I go to check and see if you guys have written anything on here, and I look down and I see myself a couple seconds earlier. kind of funny. I have been streaming for almost 38 minutes. Holy crap. Wow. I don't know what my longest stream has been at all. I don't think I've done it for an hour yet, but I may have. I know for on Twitch I've streamed for at least an hour to 2 hours or more. And I do have a new game I'm gonna try and learn to play. There's this guy I love watching him on Twitch. His name is Kai Bloodwolf, and they're doing a charity stream. I believe it's for ALS for someone, and I think they're getting close to halfway. But he was doing a game giveaways a couple days ago, if I remember. Yeah, it should have been like 2 days ago, I think it was. And they're doing game giveaways now on one of his streams, and there's a number generator from 1 to 1,000, I believe it was, and I just kept putting 600, 700 on it. Well, I did 700, and then the number ended up being like 629, I think, and the closest person had 621. But the two games that were left over ended up being two games the person already had for Xbox. So then they passed, and then they did the generator again, and then I think it was like 769 or something like that. So I was the closest one, and I actually won. Like, holy crap! Like I was sure I was gonna lose because usually generator things like that I normally lose, but I actually ended up winning, and I got a Sonic the Hedgehog racing game. Anyone else got questions, or are we looking at ending soon? I know I don't want to end too soon for Fierce, since Fierce finally actually was able to make it, and I'll be excited about making one of my streams. Now, so I really feel kind of bad to end it so soon for Fierce. I really wish the freaking live chat would be on my screen. I don't know what the heck I did. I did something really screwy, and my stream is gone. I'm not sure what I did. What did I do? Live chat. Because, yeah, it's funny because on my end it says enable live chat or enable slow mode. And then allow live chat to reply. And now I have everything set right, except for on the right side of my screen, I can't see diddly squat. Arctic says, for Halloween, I went as a ghillie sniper, and I would specifically crawl everywhere. You should wear your Viking Raider gear on the after show for Carly to see. I actually planned on it. For a stream, I will actually do something I don't normally do. I'm going to put this away, and I'm going to take off my pin because I don't want the stuff to hurt it. And I will have to grab my fur hat for this too. I will be right back, guys. Oh, wait a second. I almost said it the wrong way. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, come on. Do this without hurting myself. Okay, I'm not going to do the straps this time. I decided to not do the straps because the straps take too long. But here you go. Well, how's this? Oh, come on. There we go. What do you think of that? Of course, this would be more Viking-like or medieval. And then this is obviously ancient Roman. There's a enlisted man's helmet. Okie dokie, Fierce. Have fun. I'll see you later. Yeah, have fun, Fierce. Do what you gotta do. I am gonna take this off again because this gets real heavy. And there's my fuzzy fur hat. So yeah, I got this guy last year during my birthday outing trip. I think it was like $50. Put that back there. I'll be right back because I'm going to take this off because it was not very comfortable to sit in. Almost dropped my armor. That there. There we go. That's all set. Okie dokie. Oh, back like that. Okay. So I will wait until 46 minutes and then I'll end the stream if we have no new questions. Okie dokie. So last little bit until I end the stream. If there's any last minute questions, ask them now, and then we'll extend the time. Otherwise, at 46 minutes, I will end the stream. Last couple of seconds to ask any questions. And with that, we are at 46 minutes. And there were no new questions. So I will see you guys next time I live stream. And for those of you who go and watch Hazbinhotelfanworks dubs and live streams, I will see you there later tonight. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.